Right, okay. It's been a while since I've done a video, but here we go. I'm looking at the GU today. I'm going to see if I can take a long. I missed the long yesterday. Wasn't too sure about it, and I've came out, but I'm still looking to long again today. We did have a close above yesterday's previous day's candle there, so I'm looking to long above up to this area up here. Right now, price is in Frankfurt. It's about 7:30, and London open at 8 o'clock. And this is what I've got on the daily so far. As you can see here, we have a fair value gap on the daily chart to look to aim for. And we have a balanced price range gap there. We had bullish, which turned to bearish, where I would like to see price move up to. So that's where I'm looking to buy and hopefully push up into there. So if we look at the 4 hour now, we can see here we have a bullish 4 hour fair value gap. We had this level up here of potential liquidity, and also obviously there's a level down here where this took liquidity and then pumped up. So I'm hoping that we can get a buy within this FVG here, because we also have had a breaker structure there on the 4 hour. If we drop down to the 15-minute, in here we can see we have a demand zone, and we have the imbalance of the demand zone there. So this is where I'm looking for price to tap into and then go bullish, which is kind of what it's doing right now. And as you can see, we have reacted to that fair value gap on the 1 minute. You can see where our current high is up here, and potentially sweeping the lows here. But however, London isn't open yet. We don't know if London's going to open and push down a bit deeper before we can go for a long. So I'm watching this carefully right now and seeing what's going on. Let's have a look. I've got my sessions here, so we can see the Asian session here. We've got the Frankfurt session, which opened at 7 o'clock, and here's the Frankfurt low. We have dropped below the Asian session, so this is more valid, I suppose, that we potentially could take a long here. But I'll wait and see what happens. But the target on this 1 minute will be up above this liquidity line here into this fair value gap, which would give a decent risk to reward ratio trade. So let's see what happens. I'll come back to it. Hopefully I'll get into the trade and not miss anything, and go from there. I would rather see Frankfurt low taken, to be honest, by London, but it doesn't have to be taken. So let's see what happens. As you can see, I managed to get into the trade. I was talking about this liquidity being swept. London actually didn't go down and take Frankfurt, but we've pushed higher, and we did get that break of structure there, or change in market structure, as I like to call it. I was looking at where to get the entry. I had a few areas here. There was obviously this, so we're looking at as a potential flip zone, this one here as well, and there's another one down here, tied in with a fair value gap inside there. But in the end, I just decided to enter off the 50% of that push. Yeah, probably could have got a slightly tighter entry, but this is fine. And we're just about to hit 2R now on the trade. My stop is still down there. As we have taken, so if we look at the structure, it's come down to here. This is the low point here. We've pushed up again. We've made another push down, and now we're pushing higher again. We could get retrace again back down into this area. I cannot see it coming back down to entry. It shouldn't really come back down to entry. And hopefully I can just get this trade held now and push up to there. 2 hours a good trade, a very good trade. But yeah, we have the potential to probably get 4 or 5R on this one. So I'll see how this one plays out. I'm not going to lose any money today on this one. As it gets to 2R, I will take half off of this one here and bank 1R, and then let it go and see what happens. So if you look again, it's very simple, and just go back through what I was looking at, going through the daily to the 4 hour. Let's just go through. Oh my goodness. That is my sessions code that I'm writing at the minute. Looking at where we're looking to target, and again the 4 hour, we dropped into a 4 hour FVG, which I mentioned about, and looking at this liquidity level and the daily FVG, which hadn't been touched. And then obviously inside there was a 15-minute level as well, which it reacted off and gave us a change in market structure. And then we got the entry and we pushed up. There we go. We've gone past 2R now. So the next level up is up here. That should get taken. And as you can see, we've got all these levels up here. So I hope that makes sense on how I've actually entered that trade and why I entered that trade. I do have some exciting stuff coming up. I am writing a course on how I trade. I have got some new indicators as well, which will only be available to people who sign up for the course. I've got a new market structure indicator, which does simplify things. Yeah, and I want to be able to teach this to a community of how I trade. I've been doing this for some time now, and I think I want to be able to offer this out and try and get it as simplified as possible for people to learn how to analyze a chart, read a chart, and get into a trade. Not only for day trading, but if you're doing long-term investing, then you can use some monthly or weekly charts and work out where to put your money instead of just throwing it in and hoping it will go up. But yeah, I hope you like this video. If you do, just please give us a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. I'll try and be a bit quicker on the next one as well. Maybe not leave it as long, like a year. Okay, take it easy.